Hey Otaku, welcome to the stream and congratulations on being the first one here. How are you doing today? And welcome everyone else who might already be here for another round of World of Warcraft. I really hope we can finish up the Harandar campaign today and unlock the Harania. Welcome Fumo! I bow before the Miko bun. Yes, I'm the Miko bun now. I'm doing good. That's good to hear. I'm also doing good, although my voice is not doing the best. As I realized when starting to talk. I might need to drink a lot today. You changed your model again. Yeah, I tried to do my OC design on the prison model. What do you think? Let's see, where do I need to go? Let's first take all the quests that are available. Thanks for the hydrate, Otaku. Why are you bonking me, Fumo? You drink already? What should I drink? The options are pretty much the same as last time. I got Dr. Pepper Vanilla Float, Dr. Pepper Strawberry Cream, Pepsi Strawberry and Cream. I got Milky's Mango, or Mango. I've got the Tastier. I don't quite know what the Tastiest is. But I think it would be probably Dr. Pepper Strawberry and Cream. That is really tasty. Want me to drink that, Fumo? Hey Ashashin, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Yeah, okay, then let's just get down here. Wonder where the quest actually is. Oh, it's all the way around there. Let me get my Dr. Pepper, strawberries and cream. Doing good, how about you? I am also doing good, my voice is not doing the best. And opening ASMR. Oh, yes, this is good. This is the good stuff. What are my tiers again for the tier list? Oh yeah, this definitely comes into I could drink it every day tier. Pretty much the best. Just beneath its water, you need it to live. Oh, make sure to have some rest as well. I will make sure of that, Ashashin. I had some nice pizza for dinner. Because I really needed that after the work day today. Oh, that was Why do customers have to be like that? Also, nice Miko. Thank you, Assassin. Oh, that reminds me, I haven't shown her off entirely yet. So this is the upper part, which you have seen so far. I also tried a bit of a different face than my succubun model. With a nice little skirt as well. Look how much it moves, how much it swings. Ooh, like the skirt movements. Yeah, I like them as well. Actually, some really nice skirt movement. If we go for the leggies. I know that you want to be squished by them. God, the skirt movement is really dangerous. It's nearly showing stuff that shouldn't be shown. Time to dodge bullets and hunt yokai, bun. Do I look like a character from Toho, Fimo? Yeah, that's some crazy good physics. I mean, Reimu is classic Miko style, so yeah, that is true, Shashin. You look strong. Should test yourself in our arena. See how you compare to strong Fungarians. Go in Grudge Pit, Wetbun. Show Fungarians what Void Elf can do if strong. Was there something you would say you don't like so much about this model? Still kinda in the fine-tuning phase. Would be curious if there is something that is maybe not that perfectly done. Bigger bun ear. Yeah, that would be a neat idea.
You need me?
Ooh, agreed. Okay. I don't know, can I make the bunny ears bigger in here? What is the... I think I already have the biggest ears available. Wait, let's move me here real quick. Wait, ears top. No, we want to stay bun ears. Face ears are the others. Top ears. Okay, that's the largest I can go. Compared to that. Not really that much bigger. Especially if you consider how small they can be. Ooh, I can make them a bit more like open. Make them bigger as well. This. That's even bigger. How big are we gonna go? Add flames? No. These ears don't have flames. Maybe let's not do that. I think they are pretty big like this already. Back in my corner I go. Now that's some good ear. That is good to hear. And I can hear you all better now. You're all ear now. I'm gonna be an ear tuber. Just gonna be the ears from now on. Let's go back to normal. So you survived your meeting with the elders. I'm surprised, but also pleased. You aided the children of Harafir without hesitation. For that, I welcome you and offer you the hospitality of Amir Razil's route.
Go and be safe.
Alright, give me all your questy quests.
What did the roots bring?
You raise hydras? You sound surprised. If only you knew that underneath there, deep inside they are very misunderstood, gentle and loyal beasts. The last part depends on how they woke up that morning, but mostly we look down on them as dangerous beasts. They deserve better, and they deserve to be back in their natural habitat.
You may speak.
The orchid? The orchid hydra's favorite food is the violet chloroceros, especially the buds on the ball's back. With the hydras gone for so long, the violet chloroceros erased too much of the fauna. Soon there will be only be mud in that once lush and beautiful part of Harandar. I want to introduce my hydras to their primary source of food, and I would appreciate it if you could bring me 4 of those birds.
I will watch for you.
You only need 4 birds, 1 per hydra, or 12. Depends on how you approach the head count. Okay, that was a good one. With the hydras hunted out of the area, the drifter population in the Cascades to the west is on the rise. Exacts are making the water murky and undrinkable. The drifters are becoming very territorial. We must ensure that the reintroduction of the hydras will succeed. We need to cull the numbers of drifters and clear some of their exacts. You look like someone capable of doing this task. Will you help me?
Hara watch over you.
Bring your words.
What is your role as a Zur Ashar? We are as much historians as we are artists. Through our paintings we record the truths of our time, a tradition carried forward by the hands of generations before us.
Walk carefully. I listen.
At Zur Ashar, our oath is to safeguard the harmony within the visions and the histories we preserve. Yet Onshan's crude strokes are reckless, their creative impulses lack refinement, disturbing the balance we are sworn to protect. In a misguided attempt at creativity, they've created uncontrollable chaos and are distorting the very truths they sought to record. Perhaps they will heed the words of an outsider before their reputation collapses entirely.
Roots guide you.
You'll likely find Onshan down by the Amir Dirsil roots, sitting with his mistakes.
Yes. Your path leads here.
I am desperate enough to ask an outsider for help. To join the Kadani, the elite hunters of Harafir, you must complete a ritual under the guidance of an experienced Kadani. However, there are none left to guide me, so I cannot take the trial. But I have heard words of your actions. Maybe Akazi, the Kadani elder, would let you stand as my guide. You may not know the ritual, but you know the hunt. Please let us speak to Elder Akazi. We must try.
Return if you must.
Come meet Elder Akazi and I when you are ready. Why are my eyes so stitchy? Not stitchy, itchy. So let's take the next batch of quests. Ah, I was wondering, I saw something from the corner of my vision, and I thought, did I get a hat pad? But no one redeemed hat pad. I put that onto a... Wait, this was wrong. The hat pad. There. I accidentally put the hat pad onto the one key, or not accidentally, I put that there to test something out, but I forgot to unput it there, so every time I pressed the key, I got a hat pad from myself. Arkuai, Village of Rain, or Village of Rain. I have heard of your travels, outsider. I am Kamari, Root Warden of Nordrasil. The mists of Harkuai hold many mysteries. Hope you will find them enlightening during your stay here.
Do not return, stranger.
We're going to get bored of lazing around River Scale.
Yes?
We have long tended to the roots with the help of the creatures who live and grow here. Think of it as a symbiotic relationship, from which we, the creatures and the roots, all benefit. That said, my partner River Scale isn't contributing very much lately. Please help me find a way to motivate him again. First, you must cleanse off the essence of the outside. Cleanse yourself in the waters of Harkuai.
Watch for you.
We settled here before the world trees took root in Harandar. The world trees, like everything around them, grow strong and healthy. We must care for them in return.
You may speak. Your path leads.
It may seem inconsequential, but it's all a part of a process.
Wild guide you. My claws are
We are blessed to live in Harandar, but this is also our responsibility. The roots of the world trees wind through these lands. We tend them and they thrive. That is why it is so important for River Scale to be back on duty. We need to keep these grounds clear of these fungal lashes before they leach off the roots. As a plus, River Scale really loves lasher fronds. Can you find and bring some back for him?
return if you must.
The roots of the world trees are infused with both nutrients and the magic of Harandar. As the large vessels that they are, they will draw to them unwanted fauna and flora. Some of them are harmless, but we want to keep the roots clear. Harania can often be allergic to the green weeds that flourish beside the roots of the world trees. If you rip them out by the root, you would be saving us a lot of time and hives.
Fear the dark.
You are helping maintain the health of the world tree. More importantly, you're following tradition. And there's a rare elite up here. I will not be able to tackle this on my own. Fortunately, we have another crazy demon hunter who can tackle it on their own. So let's just join in. And there we go. Got an item we can't use because it's plate armor. Stumpy, what did you do to us?
I am not afraid.
Wait a minute, you're no Rutan yet. That was a sneeze that didn't get out quite properly. You're not a Rutani at all. Are you one of those outsiders that Saku and Orkon keep talking about? Oh, I just had a great idea. Did you know that the goddess used to have a pet? Rumor has it that when the goddess disappeared, Ain Sharan was so sad that he flew up into the highest roots of Harandar, never to be seen again. But every so often he goes looking for food, and his scales fall as sky glass. I want to gather some. It's my dream to see Ain Sharan firsthand. Will you help me?
I know the way.
Okay, so I may have a different thing that I'm supposed to be doing in the Cascades too. It's my turn to gather Scepter fronds for stew. It's such a pain. Not only are Scepter fronds horribly bitter, but the Scepters are barely even fun to hunt. They don't even make your blood flow that fast before they die. But hey, You probably don't get to fight Zapdos as often as I do. Maybe while you're looking for Skyglass, you know, you could gather some up for me, you know, while you're in the area. Come on, new friend, we have Skyglass to collect. That little girl is gonna make it far. She already knows how to use people. You're that stranger I've been hearing about, aren't you? I'm Sumira, apprentice painter to Jakul. You heard of him? No? Maybe his work hasn't made it to your lands. That makes sense, I guess. Anyhow, I heard you like helping people out. Well, a few important things went missing when Jakul was attacked and killed. I want them back. Will you meet me near Blooming Lettuce?
You won't find me.
Sweet demon hunter, race you there. Oh, she turned into a little bat thingy. Okay, time to take the next quests. Oh, I can finish a quest there. No, that's for one of these quests I just took. So, everyone who is listening in now, I have one piece of advice for you. To not be the most annoying customer a retail worker can have. If you want to buy something that you have never bought before, because it's something that you need to use in a recipe you found which sounded nice and you wanted to try something else, Google it up beforehand what it looks like, especially with the brand name and stuff. Just get a picture of it and take that with you to the store. In this day and age with smartphones and being able to take thousands of pictures with you at any point in time, it's really not that hard to take a picture with you. Don't just go to a store and assume that the workers there will know exactly what you're talking about. Outsider, maybe
I am ready.
you're different. That makes you kinda cool and kinda really suspicious. We wanna see what you're made of. So here's the game. We hide, and you try to find us. If you do, well, guess we'll have to train more for next time. If you don't, maybe our parents will finally let us go on our first solo hunt. This isn't just a silly game, okay? It's a trial called Silence and Shadow. It's serious. Very, very serious.
To the wild.
Let me know when you are ready. Okay, let's begin the game. Close your eyes and count to 10. After that, the hunt begins. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, ready or not, here I come. Smell a kid here. Wait, that sounded weird. Forget what I said. Whatever. You only found me cause I let you. I always lose. How do you even see me here? Nice work, you got me fair and square. Oh Mal, watch out! What? Put me down! Wait, come back!
More words?
That monstrous petal wing took him, and we stood here, frozen like fungus. Illumai shakes her head and gathers her resolve. We don't have time to be scared. We move. Now.
I am ready.
Denestration. I only know defenestration. Do you know the word defenestration? It's amazing that this has its own word. If Mom and Dad find out we are going to be stuck on fish gutting duty for the rest of our lives. The elders keep telling us that fear is only useful if it sharpens the mind. Right now, we need clarity, not panic. We have to get rid of those nests. Maybe if they are gone, we can eventually find the one they took Shomai to. And this way, we can finally drive off those stupid birds. We're going to find him. Will you help us?
Go, run!
This would have never happened if those stupid petal wings weren't there. Scare them off, chase them, whatever. Scare them off, chase them, whatever it takes. We just can't let them stay here. If they stay, they just keep hurting people. We can't let that happen.
Know the way.
We'll look ahead. Let us know if you find him. Yeah, I'm just gonna go somewhere else while this little kid was abducted by a giant bird.
How am I tasting?
Ah, Wet Bun, welcome back. As you can see, our hands are full as ever here. I assure you I have things well in hand, but if you do wish to explore a bit further afield, I am sure some of the others could benefit from your assistance.
Nature guide you.
So yeah, I had a customer today who was looking for something, and she was looking for what she said, lotus cookies. She was looking for them because she wanted to do some sweet recipe. I don't know exactly what she wanted to do with them, but I thought it's really lotus cookies, like made from lotuses. And so I expected them to be in the like international shelves, in the Asia or Chinese section perhaps. Unfortunately, I didn't find any lotus cookies there, and I really didn't know what to do. But she told me, yeah, I had googled it before, and it said that your store has them. And I was like, okay, I can ask my scanner thingy that I'm carrying with me, if we have something like lotus cookies stocked. And I put lotus in there, and no cookies inside, only like shampoo or perfume or stuff like that, like cleaning stuff that is lotus scented, but no lotus cookies. And I told her, yeah, I can't find them, I don't even know if we have them, but she insisted, no, you have them. Like, I googled it, and your store is supposed to have them. I saw it on your store site, and I was finally okay. Let me Google it myself and look at it. And I googled lotus cookies and my store name, and immediately something comes up that I actually knew where it was, because it wasn't cookies made from Lotus. Lotus was the company name. And so the moment I saw those cookies, I was like, oh, it's those. I know exactly where they are.
We greet you.
But it's so weird that my scanner thingy tool didn't show me that company. So maybe it's not listed in our data bank with Lotus. It's so weird. But really, just take a picture of what you need. Don't expect the store workers to know every single item they stock, or the store stocks. It is good to see you again, Wetbun. Orwaina told me that you might be able to help me with something. A group of Rutani were due to arrive here earlier today, but they are late. They are coming up from Blooming Terrace with my mentor, Rugar, and I'm worried they've had trouble on that road. Please scout along the road from here down to the terrace. I'll come up from there and we can meet on the way if we find nothing.
Go now, please.
Let's hurry, Wetbun. So, after I get this quest, I have taken on all of the side quests there is in this area. So, what should I do from now on? Should I do the main quest? Should I do side quests? Or should I do delves? Type into chat 1 for main quest, 2 for side quests, and 3 for delves. Bone, do not fail me just yet.
Speak swiftly.
What kind of community is this? Amara was not built on friendship, but on necessity. The Harandar, the Rutani, and the Fungarians. They do not care for one another, but endless bloodshed serves no purpose but to empty the land. So we built something fragile, a place where peace might hold, if only just here.
My claws are ready.
Age has caught up with me this morning, and I've pulled something. Syraene clutches his back. Still, our village meal must be prepared. Otherwise, it will mean the loss of much more than just an empty stomach. If we would gather some ingredients for the meal, your aid would not go unappreciated.
Return to your path.
This meal is more than tradition. It is a promise. Harandar, Rutani and Fungarians share no love, but in Hamara, they share this table. To honor that pact, each must be fed in their own way. That is what this meal means. For the Rutani, I have to respond to something real quick. Here we go again. For the Rutani, they will need nutrient-rich soil as they draw sustenance from their roots. A few bags of it should do.
Fear the dark.
Hungarians are caretakers of decay, transforming death into life's renewal. They require a spore glider carcass to sustain the vast community. There's one, larger than most, but is taken to warding off the root drifters we need to sustain our village. Its end will feed many and ease our burden, balance in more ways than one. Spore glider Bloom Terror, a planned beast with wings and the attitude of a goose. Oh god, that sounds bad. Pops spores when startled, offended or mildly inconvenienced.
Go now.
While you gather ingredients, I will prepare the next stage. I will await your turn. I will at least do the quest
I'm out
here,
of
I
time.
think. I'm already on here and drank some weird potion. Come on, I want to cast Collapsing Star. There we go. That went as planned for once.
I do not have a target. Too far away. I must get closer.
So no one has said anything what I should do from now, so does that mean I shall decide on what to do? You shall decide. Okay, I guess I shall decide. Miko-ban. Maybe I need to be more more Miko-like. What is being Miko-like? What does that entail?
I need to target something first.
That's the fish. I need to plunder the fish. The music is really nice here.
I require a target.
Aside from all the crazy fighting noises. More fish. Am I going to die? Just like that? I barely survived. Somehow I feel like I'm not really... not really getting along with the Devourer Demon Hunter. Maybe I need to reconsider what I want to take as a main
Here,
character for this expansion.
my claws are ready.
I hope you brought back a good harvest. Prized for its tender texture, the fillet has wave-like marbling and a subtly briny flavor. Sweet and shimmering, it is rumored to tingle on the tongue and glow faintly in the dark.
Yes.
Excellent. Even an old cook can work wonders with good hands beside him.
Wild guide you.
Hope you bring news of good soil. Soil packed in nutrients and needed for growing Rutani. A meal replacement for those not inclined to consuming solids.
Speak swiftly.
Good. The Rutani will accept this without complaint. Please rest on gestures. such as these.
Now,
Did you bring the rind? Freshly slain, the plant-based flesh still shines with a moist glow.
you may speak.
Carcass breathes new sustenance into the Fungarians and the peace we uphold.
I will watch for you.
Now comes the true work, preparing what's been gathered. The vegetables must be washed, the bones removed, and the fish roasted. Shared meal is only worthy if made with care. Only then may the meal carry the weight of peace.
Fear the dark.
I will continue with the preparations here. What? Why are these beetle angry at me now? I mean, the Void Demon Hunter is a cool class, and I really like the Collapsing Star, if you haven't noticed so far. It's more and more feeling like it might not be the best class for me. Am I using a flying mount for this small distance?
What did the roots bring?
There's already someone with a level 87 Harandar character.
Yes.
That's crazy. All is ready. Let those who share in this meal remember that unity is not ease. Effort.
Onhara watch over you.
It's simple fare, but made with care and meaning. Please take it to the gathering place. I am sure the villagers will show up when the food comes. Despite this simplicity, if it brings quiet among them, it has done its part.
Wild guide you.
I'll meet you at the meal location. See you there. Ooh, a leaf wrap package. What could that be? Maybe something to eat. Ooh. Okay, I'm as good as dead here. Because I made some mistakes. The mistake being not fighting back quickly and gathering enemies on me. Okay, I guess I need to go there. However, we have an ad break coming up, so I will go for a quick dehydration break now and finish this quest afterwards. And after that, I think I will continue the main quest and think about what kind of character to play after finishing everything with Wet Bun. So Let's see each other here in 3 minutes. And we are back again. I hope you had a nice dehydration break or stretching break or whatever break you did. Let's serve some dishes.
Speak swiftly.
You have done more than fill bowls. You have upheld something fragile and vital. For the peace of Hamara, we thank you.
Return if you must.
Ooh, that's a lot of quests. Alright, let's head to the main quest. Rep package, that is a good thing. Last time I found it, it gave me tailoring knowledge, which is good. This time, it didn't. I think these leaf wrap packages are like the small chests you can sometimes find in the overworld. So what are you guys doing while I contemplate my character choices in World of Warcraft? Ancient runestone has a carving of several Harandar standing on a forest mountain. I look below at another group of Harandar following a ball that radiates wave-like energy. The ball is taking them deep underground to a cave filled with many roots. This carving appears to depict a split within the Harandar society, leading to one group staying on the surface while the other takes the journey to Harandar. Pretty nerdy stuff like configuring my keyboard. Interesting. What are you configuring on your keyboard? The most thing I ever configured on my keyboard is how my keys glow.
It came from above. Within a few days, it overtook all of Shaladrasil.
Trying to have weird shortcuts for special characters. I see. That is definitely something nerdy to do, but it can also get very interesting. Like this C. I see. Oh, I am learning a lot right now. For some weird characters, I know some old codes, or basically I know one old code out of muscle memory. That's the one I know. That's muscle memory. I didn't know which numbers I had to press, but the moment I started, I knew exactly where I needed to go. Pure muscle memory.
This one is grown to listen.
It is, if you're wondering, that is not a weird Nordic letter. I mean, you can probably use it as that as well, but it's the average sign in mathematics. And when I was still doing my student job at a tank building company, tank in the sense of where you store liquids or gases and not tanks that go boom. I had to do a lot of Excel sheet work, and a lot of the time I had to have a column of averages for stuff. And because I was too lazy to always copy the average sign, I just learned the alt code one day. And I might have forgotten parts of it in my brain, but my finger remembers. We Rutani feel that the light bloom is too dangerous. Our home gleams. It is not safe for Rutani. We will return when the light recedes. And we help your people resettle elsewhere. Our roots will rest. That's near Shaladrasil. My grove will go back. Also, sometimes you can just do weird alt number combinations and see what pops up. Like this. I don't know how I did that. I just pressed some numbers and I didn't get anything weird. I just got E. Let's see. Something else. Now it's C. There we go. What did I even do there? Isn't that like an A but up? That's interesting. It's fun to play around with the alt codes sometimes. I do not remember any of the codes I pressed there, but the music sign is interesting. There are also alt codes for smiley faces, if I remember correctly. Oh, speak only in certainties. Why is that? Things have happened. Things will occur. Those are the words I speak.
Words?
We have left our homes. We will return.
Root sky. Grow.
The Rutani have escaped their nearby villages to Harandar. The guards have told me that some of them have been afflicted with the light bloom, yet have not succumbed to its effects. This might be our best opportunity to test the Arndust's power. Time is of the essence.
May you lend your song to hers.
Something keeps troubling me about this wet bun. Where's the root warden? And why is there a bot that tries to circumvent being blocked? I do like Dr. Pepper and cola in general, but it does make you a bit gassy, and not the lower part gassy, but the upper part when it comes up as unwanted air events in the mouth. Is that a beta Assassin, or is that the German SZ? SZ? I see. I don't need alt codes for that. I can just type it as much as I want. We have that on our keyboard by standard. Because we still use it in a lot of cases. The good old SZ. It is, there are a lot of cases where it got changed into a double S, which has the same, pretty much the same pronunciation in German, but there are also a lot of words left that still have the SZ. One of them is the accent aigu and the other is the accent grave, isn't it, Fumo? I don't remember which is which, though. Something keeps troubling me about this, Wet Bun. Where's the Root Warden? Ruya has a solemn duty to watch over the World Tree and the land around it. He should be here with his people in need. So where could he be when they are in crisis? What is he thinking? I'm sure that we can find clues to where he has gone if we search this town. Perhaps we can learn more about his state of mind along the way.
This one has lost many to this light bloom. If these ones offer hope, then this one shall listen.
With Alnhara's grace, the Almdust will protect these Rutani, as it did Ionka.
Grave then aigu. Grave is low pitch, so it goes downwards. Oh, that is a very good way to remember it. Aigu is high pitch, so it goes upward. Accent circonflexe. Or how my French teacher called it, accent cornflakes.
What is it?
She was French, by the way.
Roots guide you.
Owenna, it is good to see you back. To see you well.
And you. I hope you have forgiven me.
It is not you who needs forgiveness.
Hi Muri, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today?
She was hurting. She is hurting.
I hope you have a very nice day, and we are talking about the French accents over letters right now.
Much of me, and I asked much of you. You followed my path only as far as you were meant to.
Circumflex is... what the fuck is that word even mean? So it's a mess. I'm good, thanks for asking. What about you? I am also doing good. My voice is a bit shaky today. But otherwise I'm doing good. How's your stream going so far? I would say it's going quite good. Only started around an hour ago or so. Did some quest gathering here and there. I need to... there we go. Did some quests. I did some quests, died a bit. I see your model looks amazing. Is this custom? No, it's not custom. It is the Prism... the Prism customizable model. And I customize it to look somewhat closely to the OC design I have for my model.
changes no more.
I see. Why aren't you
It
going
works.
for the custom
At
one?
last, we have a way to fight with.
Money. For one, money. It is custom one is very
The roots brought us both.
very expensive. On the other hand, I also haven't quite yet found an artist who I would work with. Though I also haven't looked that much yet, to be honest. E with 2 points above. I only know other letters with 2 points above. I got the German ones here. Hey Brambles, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Well, how much you think a VTuber model costs you? Depends on what you want and the artists, I would say. What their pricing is to be. You can get some good models for 500 bucks. But if you want to have something nice, I would say you do need to spend $1,000. Doing well, nice weather today here. Oh, that is nice to hear, Brambles. For me, weather was a bit cold today. Things actually froze over tonight, or last night, since night has started again.
Speak to me.
The Allen Dust may not be able to recover someone who has fully fallen to the Light Bloom, but should be able to inoculate those from further corruption. That must be enough.
The world watch over you.
This is troubling news. The Light Bloom hasn't seemed to affect any Harandar thus far. Has it somehow infested the Root One? Or is this his pride speaking? He's always been a zealous one, but we must move quickly. Hopefully it'll be sunny soon there. It was sunny today, but it was still a bit cold, but I think it's gonna get better. Can I have your Discord? You can just join my Discord. The link is in my bio or in my info panels. Or like that, Fumo, thank you. By the way, circumflex is often used when there was an S in the word previously, and it's quite easy to see in English. Forêt, forest. Hôpital, hospital. Red, quest. Oh, that is interesting. I did not know that, even though I know French somewhat and I know English. But I never really made that connection. Not in this exact rule, but often the case. I see.
I shall watch for you.
We can now go to the roots of Shaladrasil and stop the Light Bloom spreading even further into Harandar. We have enough Allen Dust to inoculate any Harandar who are willing to risk their lives to follow us into battle. Find them, Wetbun, and give them the Allen Dust. Give Allen Dust? No, I don't need to read that.
Distribute the Allen Dust to the warriors here. It will empower them to strike back against the Light Bloom.
What does that even mean, Fumo? Can you please speak in English? Send you a friend request. Can you please check? Sure, I can check.
I listen.
That is Syraene in hieroglyphs. That is cool. How's this weird light bloom spreading across our land? I always thought we'd be safe here in Harandar. The Islanders will protect you from the light bloom so we can fight them.
Carefully.
Finally, a weapon against the light bloom.
Listen to the roots.
How's this weird light bloom spreading across our land? I always thought we'd be safe here in Harandar. The Islanders will protect you from the light bloom so we can fight them.
As the wild wills.
Damn it, I should have read those. Ooh, I can still read the musings. Harandar remains calm, must keep an eye on the Rutani encampment. They seem more agitated today. Perhaps an outlier, but something to watch. Possibly related, the area around the roots have been infused with a new light. Strange, unwelcome. Does not seem to be causing a problem as of yet, but I'm suspicious of anything that I cannot verify with my own experiences. Where did this strange light come from? What is it doing? Who sent this? It is my sacred duty as a root warden to solve this problem. There are more frivolous among us who would rest on their laurels. Alnhara as my witness, the other elders will understand my wisdom. By the way, do you know the origin story of the letter W? Disgusting, irresponsible, reprehensible. It would be the surface dwellers who would taint the sanctity of Harandar with their curses. The light spreads across the land like an infection, blooming across our pristine fields, inciting the afflicted Rutani to madness. It must be stopped before it goes any further. Before the other elders hear that it happened on my watch, no matter, Harandar will succeed where the others have failed. This is a certainty. Why must we remain hidden in our caves, when the whole world could be blessed by our prowess and knowledge? We protect her roots while they burn her lands. They need us. We do her a disservice by remaining her. The simpletons have given us all the power I need. With the light bloom return to their lands, they can be pruned to a manageable size. Why should these surface dwellers rule themselves? I am the wise one, I am the strong one. I am Alnara's chosen. The others will see, they will understand in due time. Okay, who else thinks that Ruya has gone mad? And I mean completely loco. Every time I say the word loco, I remember the ending of an anime.
I have harsh wisdom.
I would hate to be driven from my home, like these poor Rutani. I want to help them out. This Islanders will protect you from the light bloom so we can fight them.
Quietly, hunt fiercely.
This will let me do something about the dread of the light bloom. Thank you. Seems like madness is easily caught in Warcraft. It is. Though, to be honest, there's a lot of stuff that furthers madness in World of Warcraft. Like, we have the Void, we have the Old Gods, we have the Burning Legion, we have Bell, which is something like the Burning Legion, but not completely the same. I mean, or rather, the Burning Legion is made up of demons, but not every demon is part of the Burning Legion, if that makes sense, I think. I think not every demon is immediately part of the Burning Legion. Then we have We have all the Shadowland story stuff, which kinda exists but is ignored by everyone, where the jailer made people go mad. Maybe we have the whole zone of the moor where people just go mad by being there. I've texted you on Discord. I will take a look at that after stream. True, a lot of Lich influence for Arthas, as well as his own ego and ambition. Demons were once Draenei too, right? Not quite. Some demons, or some entities that are demons now were once Draenei, but that is only true for the Eridar, like the red Draenei. They have mostly become demons. Also, it's kind of the other way around, because Draenei were once Eridar as well, and they are like non-demon Eridars by now, and they are calling themselves Draenei because Draenei means like the wandering ones, because they have left their home. So that's why they started calling themselves the Draenei. And not a Lich influence for Arthas. It wasn't quite Lich influence, because he was mostly influenced by Ner'zhul, I think. Was it Ner'zhul? Yeah, it was Ner'zhul. Ner'zhul was one of the orc shamans who brought the Burning Legion into Draenor together with Gul'dan. Oh, he was only a necromancer ghost, right? Yeah, he became a necromancer, and I don't know the whole story anymore. I knew that at one point he got kinda, or his ghost got put into the Frozen Throne, or rather into the Crown of Dominion and Shadowmourne. Those are parts of the Lich King, or rather Ner'zhul is pretty much the original Lich King. Yes, I remember now. He was put into the Frozen Throne and sent to Azeroth by the Burning Legion to raise an army of undead to conquer the whole planet. But Ner'zhul had still some kind of conscience left. He was still conscious to some point, and he kinda did his own thing by splitting off some parts of himself that became Shadowmourne, for example, with which he then could control Arthas. I think that was how it went. And Arthas was also kinda led astray by Mal'Ganis, the Dreadlord.
Listen to the roots.
I would hate to be driven from my home, like these poor Rutani. I want to help them out.
As the wild wills.
The Dwarf Paladin here has a cool armor set.
Speak now. Go quietly. Hunt fiercely.
And the one thing people really, really hated about Shadowlands was the fact that suddenly Arthas becoming this bloodthirsty and controlled by darkness Lich King was all a ploy of the jailer. The people really hated that kind of storyline. Also, thanks for lurking, Brambles. Have fun in the lurk and enjoy my maybe not so soothing voice today. Or seems like a bit retcon. Yeah, it is something of a retcon, but we can talk about that when you return.
Yes.
Oh my goddess. What happened here?
All too easy.
This is so much more than what the Root Warden said. How has the light bloom spread so much and so quickly?
Perhaps we'll meet again.
We've gathered the Harandar we have available and distributed the Aln Dust. We have everything we need, but they need to be able to safely enter the area. Scouts have told us that the creatures spreading the light bloom are protected by a shield. We must stop them. We will also need to thin their numbers. Get on the petal wing, Wet Bun, and let's clear the way.
Striking at individual blooms is not enough. We'll need to take drastic action. To think that Eversong's light would wreak such havoc in Harandar.
So, coming back to our previous topic, Fumo and Ashashin. Do you know the origin story of the letter W? Nope. What is it about? Well, it's not like a big tragedy or so, or a like conspiracy. It's more like that in Roman times they didn't have the letter W. However, they had the sound of W, and the way they wrote it down, they just wrote two U's after each other. So you can find a lot of writings where there's just a lot of U's. Like, take the name Ludwig, for example. That wasn't written Ludwig in Roman times. It was written Ludwig. And if you compare Ludwig to Ludwig, it is a very similar sound. And so to like not to regulate, but to like make it more commonly used as a sound. That's weird to explain, but over time it just became its own letter. I think it actually I'm not sure about that, but I think it actually started on the British Isles. That they used that one.
You have come far, stranger.
Now we can begin.
Wild guide you well. So, your path leads.
Growths that help them spread the light bloom so quickly should be vulnerable after your attack from the air. We still need to destroy them. Return to the blinding bloom and uproot these spreaders before they can recover from our attack.
Do not fear the dark.
The Harandar had a presence by the roots of Shaladrazil. As a sign of goodwill with the cultures that live within our home, when the gods... No, the Harandar had a presence by the roots of Shaladrazil. As a sign of goodwill with the cultures that live within our home. When the guards retreated, they left some of our treasured mementos and artifacts. Since the spread of the light bloom has been greater than I ever expected, I do not know when we'll be able to come back. Let's find those artifacts in the blinding bloom and bring them home.
The world watch over you.
This is a threat that could destroy all of Harandar if left unchecked. That's why we will pull this out at the root. The Rutani who did not have the time to escape this place must be fully corrupted by now. Unfortunate, but it makes our plan of attack simple. Their leaders must be spreading the light bloom. We must strike them down.
The madness has overtaken the roots. We must stop it here.
Also, fun fact, there was a short time period in my life where I was able to read Greek. I wasn't able to speak Greek, but I was able to read it.
I must get closer.
That's cool. Thank you. I just kinda acquired that skill when I was studying history, and in my ancient times class about Greek and Rome, Greece and Rome. There were a lot of sources that were in Greek, or like a lot of the time there came up some Greek words, and so I just learned how to read them and pronounce them.
I must get closer.
I only learned Latin, not Greek. I never learned Latin, I only learned French in school. All the Latin I know I learned from the Asterix comics. Took a bit of Latin, lot of speeches and stories to translate in class. I see. That is also cool. Ave Bunus Succubunus. Wrong game for that, Fumo. I need to play Anno again as well someday. We need to reclaim the island. I just start up a previous save because I actually found out how to do that. It was kinda complicated to learn that. I pretty much only know like proverbs and not really proverbs, but stuff like Veni Vidi Vici, in vino veritas, alea iacta est. Homo homini lupus est. What else is there? That's basically my whole Latin skill. Gallia es omnis divisa in partes tres. If I spelled that right. Something about Gaul is completely divided in 3 parts. That's the cool thing about Latin if you know English. A lot of the times you can just think about the sentence and what a lot of those words mean, and then kinda glean the meaning of it. The Bello Gallo was the Caesar writing and a lot of puzzle-like translating to it. I do have the... I have the writing somewhere. I always wanted to read it, but I've never gotten to read the Gaul War or the Bello Gallo. Do you know why the Romans were so afraid of the Gauls? Or rather, not just the Gauls specifically, but rather the Celts. I think the Celtic people. Druids. Yeah, the Celts had druids, but the druids were not the reason the Romans were afraid of them. There was another reason. Or a different reason, rather. I'm curious now. From what I remember of my history classes when I studied it, the Celts were, until the time of Caesar, they were pretty much the only ones who ever managed to invade Rome. And by that I don't mean the country Rome, but the city Rome. So for Romans living in Rome, those were pretty much the barbarians who would be able, or had shown that they are able to come to the doorstep. And that was especially the Gauls. Or the people living in Gallia, so to say. Was that Brennus, if I remember correctly? I don't know. It's been far too long since I learned about it, and I have forgotten a lot of stuff. Sack of Rome. It could be. Sorry, I'm nerding out again. It's okay, I'm also nerding out a bit. But there's a lot of stuff that I forgot from my history times. I kinda like remembering the highlights, so to say, not the details. I'm always welcome for people teaching me new details about the highlights I know.
Too far away.
My game is lagging a bit. Yes, there's a lot of people playing at the moment. Speaking about Roman invasions, do you know how Hannibal managed to get his elephants through a river? Was it the Rhine that he needed to go through? Or was it the Danube? I think I heard about it, but I forgot. I don't know quite which. He came in from the north into Rome, right? Yeah, but he originally came from Spain, if I remember correctly. So he kind of came from the west, didn't he? Where did Hannibal come from? Okay, he originally came from Northern Africa. Okay, I got a map from Wikipedia up. He came from Spain, so yes, he came from the north into Italy, and the rivers he needed to cross were definitely the Ebro, the Rhone, and the Po. I think it would be either the Ebro or Rhone that he had to cross with his elephants. The way he did it, because the rivers were actually a bit too deep for elephants to want to walk into, because elephants usually don't want to have their heads covered by the water, but they can go through because they can just raise their trunk. Is it trunk? Yeah, I think. And breathe through that, so it is possible for them. They just usually don't want to do it. And so the way he did it, he took a female elephant and put it on a boat. And then he just made all the horny elephants walk through the river because they wanted to get to the female. Though the light bloom remains vibrant, where it has already taken root, the aln dust aided attacks seem effective in limiting additional growth and propagation for now. For now, the rest of Harandar should be safe from further spread. Okay, we got an ad break coming up, so I will not be finishing the quests for now. I will just try to survive. And then we will see each other again in 3 minutes. So, yeah, let's see each other again in 3 minutes. And we are back again. I hope you had a fun break. We're not just staring at your monitor like a certain bunny here, waiting for the time to be over.
Your path leads you deep, stranger.
I still need to do
You
that
have found
quest.
me.
Why did no one tell me I still needed to do the quest? When you played World of Warcraft Brambles, what was your favorite class? Quest completed.
The roots brought us both here.
Pray this will help us all.
I shall watch for you. So, your path.
It would be
leads
good to
here.
bring some of these items back in our hands. Objects left behind from the Harandar guests who promote good Rutani relations.
Speak to me.
These artifacts pale in importance to the lives of those involved here. It is good to have them back.
Perhaps we'll meet again.
I wish we could save everyone, but gruesome but necessary task.
Let nature take its course.
We may have stemmed the malignant growth, but we have so many more questions than answers. How did this happen? How did this grow so much? How did Ruya not understand the extent of the calamity? Wetbun, we must return to the cradle immediately. The elders must know what happened today.
The elders must hear of this. Go with the wind.
What is it?
Our efforts in the Blinding Bloom have halted the Light Bloom's encroachment for now, but with Root Warden Ruya gone, there are scarce few who remain to handle the rest of the village's troubles. I'm going back to Harandar to help out where I can. If you have the time and the inclination, your further assistance would be most appreciated.
Roots guide you home.
Right, let's go there for a moment. The Blinding Vial. The Blinding Veil. Light Warden Ruya! Oh, he became a Light Warden. That is not a good change of occupation. That guy really became crazed by the light.
Yes?
I think it's very interesting that we are seeing so many bad aspects of the light now when the expansion is literally named Midnight. You would expect more void problems to come up and not light problems. Thank the goddess you returned. As you can see, we are still in fairly dire straits here. Though we quelled its spread beneath Shaladrazir's roots, the Light Bloom remains a threat. There are rumors of Hungarians acting erratically in Fungara village, and there's no Root Warden in Harandar to deal with either. Thankfully, we have the next best thing, an intrepid outsider with a habit of helping others.
Farewell then.
Yes, somewhere here should be Shaladrazil's roots. So I wanted to see if those are corrupted. Okay, hard to say if they are corrupted, they are more like lightened. It's definitely a crazy area. Everything is just light. So that is Amir Drazil. That is Shala Drazil. This is Fungara village, which has a wholly different feeling to it. Oh, Shala Drazil's roots go till here. That back there, Tel Drazil. Are the roots burned? I need to look real quick. Okay, there's like steam rising from the root. Yeah, these roots, they are burned. Or rather, they are still burning. Okay, that's crazy. How far up can I fly on these routes? Okay, I feel like I have reached the height limit. Yeah, these are burned. Okay, but I'm still curious about the last world tree in here in Northrend in the Grizzly Hills. There's a world tree that got cut down. I'm a bit curious about those routes. Oh, these are the Teldrassil routes. Okay, this is Teldrassil. This is Van Nordrassil. This should be Amir Drazil. That leads there. Okay, this... This leads to Shala Drazil, and that is another one. I don't know. Routes are complicated.
Orwenna, champion. Thank goodness. Eversong is in danger.
I'm afraid, Syra, but will have to leave you here. Have a good stream. Have a good day, Ashashin, and thanks for hanging out for so long. I hope you enjoyed your time here in my new model, or my new Syra variation. Miko Syra. While you were searching for answers in Rift of Iron, I went back to Silvermoon to consult the Magisters. We barely had time to discuss our findings before we received word from the runestones north of Forstrider retreat. Something has whipped the light bloom into a frenzy. If we don't act now, all of Eversong could be lost. I only hope Orwenna's elders recognize the looming threat. What did you learn from the Magisters? First, they didn't believe a word I said. Romoth thought I was mocking him. Somehow. But Eonka's seeds piqued their interest. All they could provide were theories. The most plausible one is that the Sunwell's hyperactivity spread the light's influence through the earth itself, straight into Eversong's trees and roots. And since all routes lead to Harandar, Alduron gestures towards the roots of Shala Drazil. In the days of Legionfall, Shala Drazil's roots succumbed to the shadow. Perhaps that made them uniquely susceptible to the spreading light of the Sunwell. Interesting theory. So because if we kind of think about it, maybe because Shaladrazil's roots were corrupted by shadows, it kind of seeked out the light to cleanse itself, but in the process got corrupted by light instead.
Fight.
Shaladrasil's roots still stand.
How?
The Almdust. But we need more. The surface needs...
No! We will not leave our home defenseless.
We can gather more.
We cannot risk our people for outsiders.
Some branches can burn. Our calling is to protect the roots.
The last time I left, it was about my calling. This time it is about my friends. And I will protect them, with or without your aid.
Why do they have to keep being so dramatic?
You have found me.
Azeroth needs our help. I will not stand idly by while she is overwhelmed. I know you will not either. We need to choose something.
Wild guide you will.
Alright,
Do not fear the dark.
finished the second part of the storyline here. Got a new talent point. Each stack of Voidfall grants 3% increased movement speed. Shift has 1 additional charge. Ooh, that's nice. I don't use Shift often. I also don't really move often in battle, so Shift would give me more benefits, I think.
Your path leads you deep, stranger.
Alduron's news is dire. If the light bloom is frenzying on the surface, then the danger has grown far more quickly than we were prepared to reckon with. We must make for Eversong at once. I will stand against any threat to Alnhara's creation, be it here or on the world above, and I will do it alone if I must.
May you lend your song to hers.
Without the Almdust, we face a grim task. Steel yourself.
Alright, let's look how it looks. Probably bad. They only ever call me if it's looking bad.
I have
Think-
brought what help I could.
To think that while we toiled below, the light bloom would spread so aggressively in Eversong. Damn it all, every victory we win reveals rising danger.
Perhaps we'll meet again.
Simply culling these creatures is not sufficient. If their bodies are left unattended, the light will seep from the remains and spread through the soil to the surrounding foliage. We must take more drastic measures. Gather the bones of the creatures you slay. If we burn them, perhaps we can prevent their further spread through the roots of this forest.
I shall watch for you.
When the Fast Riders first discovered the light bloom, we thought it to be merely an aesthetic change, a small quirk of the Sunworld's influence. Would that we knew then what we know now. These light frenzy's root ways must lead all the way back to Harandar. If we don't close them, it won't matter how many of these damned things I bring down. Close the root ways and we might have a fighting chance.
We used the last of the Almdust we gathered. What do you intend to do, Halduron?
Whatever I must.
Let's do whatever we must here. Yeah, there's a lot of people around and the game is lagging sometimes. Which makes my Void Ray so much longer than usual. Ah, that's the thing I need to destroy. Wait, what? What is that? Oh, what? The Amani have sent a strike force into Eversong. Send them back to Zulaman. Yeah, but where is that strike force? I have no clue where I would need to go.
I must get closer.
I think this could actually be some max level activity I stumbled upon here. And actually... No, I can't. I haven't added it yet, or maybe it's only for max level.
I do not have a target. I'm out of range.
So how are you enjoying the... or how do you like the expansion so far, what you see from me playing it?
I require a target. I need to target something first.
Alright, quest finished.
This is getting us nowhere. Send word to Rama. Have the Magisters make haste to the Sun Crown tree.
Do not delay. The longer we wait to call this grove, the more of this forest which Syraene will lose. The roots that form the core of these creatures' bodies have been bleached and cracked. A stark, eerie light glows within the crevices.
You have found me.
It is a shame to see something born of Harandar wreaking such havoc on a place like this. These roots may not cradle Anhara, but they grow toward her all the same.
the world watch over you.
Greetings.
Damn it all. For every route way you torch, 2 more crop up elsewhere. It's like they it's like they are self-perpetuating, spreading in the span of moments. You receive Brimming Arcana. I kinda participated in this Amani invasion, but I did not participate in it. That is interesting. I don't think we can solve this with arrows and magic. Even with Orwaina's help, we don't have enough iron dust, nor enough Harandar to prevent the spread of this frenzy.
May victory be ours.
If our ground forces pulled back, our positions will be overwhelmed in a matter of minutes. It's time to execute our gambit. Ramath and the Magisters have provided us a mana gem that can be used to overload Lashra's runestones. Take it and infuse the stones with the mana contained therein. That will set the stage for the Magister's ritual, to detonate the runestones and burn the entirety of Lashra to the ground. We just have to hope the light bloom cannot survive in an inferno.
We must not falter. The Farstriders stand ready.
I have a way to stop the light bloom from spreading further through the forest, but it isn't exactly a delicate touch. Normally, I'd never dream of resorting to a controlled burn in such a healthy portion of the Eversong. The frenzy is spreading too quickly, and we are running out of options. I've sounded the retreat to my fast riders, but some of them haven't responded. I need you to find any rangers in particular sticky situations and lend your aid in securing their escape.
Perseverance, strength.
If you detonate your runestones, your forests will burn.
We have rebuilt from ashes before, without any alm dust. What other recourse do we have?
That kinda reminds me of an episode of Eureka. Have you ever seen that show? Really amazing. In one later episode, I think it's the 3rd season, there's a problem with some very crazy stuff about to get into the drinking water. And the only way to save the city is by detonating a special bomb that was created like 50 years ago by some researchers who experimented with a substance about to get into the water. And when they were planning everything, the general responsible for Eureka came around and said, like, you have created a problem with the only solution to it having a nuclear bomb exploded here. And there's one researcher called Zane. He's a bit of a crazy guy. He was just like, yeah, that's really cool, right? Well, yeah, that was a crazy episode. Also, it wasn't a nuclear bomb in the usual sense of the word, or in the usual... It wasn't your usual run-of-the-mill nuclear bomb, it was special to only produces a certain kind of radiation to destroy that stuff that was about to get into the water. Endeavor task. Could be endeavor change. Oh yeah. We have some new endeavor running in the neighborhood.
The light bloom has reached the river. Light of the sun preserve us. We are out of time.
Ruya. He died. I was thinking about maybe doing a challenge run World of Warcraft someday. And one idea I had for a challenge run would be to only use grey equipment. Like, not this all fancy good equipment with these extra stats on. No, you only use grey equipment with no stats on and just pray. Done all we can. Now all that's left is to defend the Magisters and hope that this is enough to stop the frenzy from spreading any farther. Most of the fast riders have retreated to our position. Those that remain are prepared to slip away once the ritual begins. We're out of time. It's now or never.
So, your path.
Our retreat to safer ground has not gone unnoticed. The Rutani mark us at every turn, and now they mean to cross the river. We have to buy Ramoth and the Magisters as much time as we can. If we fail here, the whole of Eversong could be lost.
Wild guide you will.
Stand tall, do not falter, and do your best not to die.
I am rather busy.
Why is it telling me tell Ramoth to begin the ritual is optional? Is he just gonna start if I wait long enough because he gets fed up by not doing anything? Let's begin the ritual.
Yield, surface dwellers. Your light returns to wash over you.
Root, Rod, and Ruya! What is this madness?
Naive Orwena, this frenzy shall lap at the heels of our secret home no longer. I have turned the bloom back on its creators.
I require a target. I need to target something first.
Should definitely not stand in the explodey stuff.
Any time now, Ramoth.
This is no simple cantrip.
Keep firing. Try not to die.
Pitiful Orwena. You cannot stop the light bloom alone.
They are relentless. Alhara, give me strength.
And the collapsing star. Okay, we kinda did it.
It's now or never, Robert. Robert!
Of course the plan failed.
More? Fall back!
Ooh. Ah, Hagar. She's gonna save the day.
Forever song!
Elder Hagar.
Help has arrived, little sprout. Speak to me.
I cannot believe it. My kin on the surface, standing shoulder to shoulder with surface dwellers, and wielding the magics of Orn. Orwena sets her jaw and flashes your smile. We do not have time for sentiment. We must bring Ruya to justice and end this frenzy.
Let nature take its
Ruya has always been a zealous advocate of, but this behavior is beyond the pale. The light bloom must be affecting him, driving him to these dangerous lengths. We do not have to be like him. This forest need not fall to the bloom like Shaladrazil's roots did. Harati brought enough aln dust to bolster our allies against corruption, prevent the frenzy from spreading further. Together, you and I shall spread Alnhara's gift across the forest. This frenzy shall advance no further.
we'll meet again.
I am an expert in the fauna of Eversong, and I can say with certainty that the vast majority of the wildlife here tend to be of fairly average size. These light frenzy saptors are decidedly unequivocally not. One bite from those thorny jaws could claim the lives of half a dozen fast riders, if they are caught unawares. My rangers have their quivers full, culling the chaff alongside the Harandar. See to it that those towering Tyrannosaptors don't catch them unawares.
Fight with courage. Stop the ritual! To arms! Eversong need not burn today.
Alhara's blessing empowers us. Today, we fight for all of her creation.
Gift of Alhara, direct Orwena to empower nearby allies and temper the light bloom infested foes.
Do not have a target.
Okay, that will help with getting rid of the big ones. Also, to be honest, the effects of the Aln Dust remind me a lot of Azerite, which came up in Battle for Azeroth and is kind of crystallized blood of the world, so crystallized blood from Azeroth. If Alnhara as a goddess was like involved in the creation of Azeroth, or kinda like part of Azeroth when it was created, I think Aln Dust and Azerite could pretty much be the same thing. Or very similar to each other. Time to hunt another Tyrannosaur.
Too far away.
Okay, quest's over.
You have come far, stranger.
I do not have a target.
Things flying at me. Between you and your new Harandar allies, my rangers have plenty of ferocious examples to follow. I'll have to consider teaching some of your techniques at the retreat.
We must not falter.
The Harandar are always mighty. With the goddess's gift shining upon us, we are unstoppable.
Do not fear the dark.
Good day, Syraene. I just wanted to pop in to see the new model. Looks nice. Thank you, Kirk. Welcome to the stream. I do like my new outfit. I tried to make it close to my original design. However, the capabilities of the customizable model are a bit limited, so it is not quite there yet. Hope all's well here. Yeah, all is good. I just keep on dying because I make mistakes, but that's World of Warcraft. You haven't really lived if you haven't died by pulling too many enemies at once by accident. The day is nearly won. The Cinderay call every new sprout that blooms, and the Harati ward the surrounding wilds against the frenzy's influence. All that yet remains is to remove this light-bound serpent's misguided head. Root Warden Ruya has opposed our every action, and shouted down our every word. But he is still a Root Warden, and one with the power of a frenzying Lightbloom host at his beck and call. He is strong, but he does not walk with Alnara. It's time to end this. I'm sure dying is a major part of this game. Yeah, kinda, but there's also hardcore World of Warcraft where your character gets deleted if you die. So dying is it's not something you want to do there. Once a taciturn but respected Root Warden, Ruya has succumbed to the infectious zeal of the Lightbloom. He believes himself to be in control of his ardor, when in fact, the opposite is true.
I shall watch for you.
I cannot say we have ever fought a Harandar Root Warden before. Anything we should know?
Show no fear. Ruya is powerful, but he stands alone. This ends here.
I'm guessing this is not hardcore then. Yeah, no, this is not hardcore. This is so-called retail. There are like a few different versions of World of Warcraft available at this point. We have retail, which is what I play. This is always the newest of the new. Then there is classic progressive, as it's called, I learned today. That is basically...
The will of Al-Nahara stands against you. Cease this madness.
It's basically a restart of World of Warcraft that happened a few years ago, and it started as World of Warcraft Classic, like vanilla World of Warcraft. However, then it progressed through the expansions, and so at this point it is in Mists of Pandaria. Then we have World of Warcraft Classic Anniversary that just started Burning Crusade, so that is also there. Then we have World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore, which is the no dying thing. And then there is Seasons of Discovery, which I have never played before, so I don't know much about it, but it is a weird version of World of Warcraft as far as I know. Really, there are different versions, interesting. Yeah, there have been a lot of people screaming for a World of Warcraft, or for World of Warcraft Classic servers for a long time, like the original World of Warcraft feeling when it was in its baby shoes. And at some point Blizzard just went with the flow of it and decided to start up classic World of Warcraft. And by now there's so much different stuff going on.
Your transgressions end here.
Eat my collapsing star. That didn't really do much damage.
No, not here. Not yet.
Sounds like it can be a bit confusing actually.
We have to.
Yeah, it can be a bit confusing.
Ruria will face judgment. Come, we should fall back to the Sun Crown tree.
Especially, I have watched a video today, and like, if you say to your friend, "Yeah, let's play World of Warcraft Classic,"
With Ruria in retreat,
when you actually
and drive the frenzy back.
need to specify which kind of World of Warcraft Classic. Isn't it called a supernova when a star collapses? Yes and no, I would say. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be in a supernova. Like the stars collapse, I think. I'm not quite sure about that.
Your path leads you deep, stranger.
It is over. Though the light bloom may never fully recede, its mastermind has been driven back into the root way. With the frenzy quelled and the surrounding forests warded against its advance, we can rest assured that Eversong will not suffer the light bloom spread any longer. We've done it. We've won.
Let nature take its course.
It is done. The frenzy is routed, the root warden has fled, and the Cinderay have reclaimed control of the forests. I can scarcely believe it, but we succeeded, Wetbun. By Al-Nahara's grace, we found a path forward. Now Halduron's people invite us to their den. I'm not fond of your surface cities, but you have aided me so many times, my friend. It is time that the Harati reached out hands of our own.
May you lend our song to hers.
Your people saved our home, Orwenna, and at great cost to yourselves. Your sacrifice shall not go unrecognized. I must insist you join me in Silvermoon.
I meant to ask, by the way, is there a reason you named yourself Wet Bun? I had a character who was named Shadow Bun before. So it just went with the flow. Also, people in chat came up with that name. And believe me, it was not the worst name I could have taken. Can I? Ah. Ring there. Nobleman's ring. That ring gives me +1 nobility. That's kind of weird. The Shadow Bun to Wet Bun pipeline is real. Yeah, it is. Now I'm thinking about maybe playing another character. I'm not quite that happy about the Devour Demon Hunter. I like the collapsing star mechanic with the void transformation. However, I don't feel the Devourer Demon Hunter and me get along that well. There was a quest there, or was that just the holiday? Hey, Terrell Bloodfate. How am I going to deliver all of this in time?
Endure. With perseverance.
Wars on the runestones weaken by the hour. Without fresh arcane charged crystals, the light bloom will gain ground. I know this is not your burden to bear as you have much more to handle, but if you could see these supplies delivered, it would mean more than I can say. Will you lend your strength to this task for the sake of all who call this place home? This crate should have all the supplies we need for each runestone. Load up when you are ready. Light feet and safe travels. Okay, I need to do this real quick. Just a small little detour. Well, I unfortunately can't stay, but I hope you have a good rest of stream. Take care, all. You take care as well, Kirk, and sleep well later on. Thanks for dropping by. Do not drop focus now. Supplies will be arriving soon. Supplies are arriving. Thank you, Wet Bun. We will be able to continue our defenses now. Yes, sir. We are running low on the arcane crystals to keep the runestone charged. Thank you. We will continue to protect Eversong along this front. Yes, we shall protect. she attack, she protect, but most importantly, she bunny. Not looking good. But Bun, Alizil wants to speak to you.
With perseverance.
Ah, you're the one who brought the supplies? My thanks. The walls are stable now, however there's another task here that could use your attention.
May the eternal sun guide
The nearby runestone has gone dark, and the light bloom is on its way. I can't hold this ground alone. Help me set the weapons, line up the potions, and get our supplies in order. We'll meet that grove with discipline and precision. Send it back in pieces.
Al-Diel Shalah.
What kind of tower defense thing am I doing here?
Baladash Malanore.
Good work. Now for the hard part.
Anu Bala Balore.
Brace yourself. The time is upon us. Hold the line and keep them from reaching the runestone at all costs. I'll focus on restoring its power, but I need you to protect me and everyone here. Are you ready?
Chase your shadows.
Meet me below. It's time.
What needs bring you here? We shall
Let's
not-
defend the runestone.
I require a target.
Still not dead. How are you still alive, you annoying thing? Moonstone has been recharged. Let us regroup. Back up. Back above.
Sinua Manore.
The runestone hums with power again, thanks to you. You have my appreciation.
Sunwell's glory shine on you.
That was another one here. Your courage and steadfastness have helped keep Eversong safe once more. Truly, thank you. Okay, we got an ad break coming up in a bit, so I will fly to here. I will fly to here and stand there, not handing in the quest until the ad break ends. And during the ad break I will take a quick dehydration break. So feel free to dehydrate as well, or to stretch a bit, or to scratch your balls if you need to.
Your efforts saved Eversong this day. The Harandar will always have a place in Silvermoon, should they wish it.
And we are back again, so time to hand in the quest. For the first time in generations, the Harandar walk upon the surface of Alnara's creation. Time will tell how her creation receives us in turn. The fighting is far from over. The void claws at your gates and threatens your people. Know this, my friend. From this day forward, any threat that encroaches upon Alnara's bounty will have the Harati to contend with it. Will have the Harati to contend with, be it here or deep below the earth.
The world watch over you.
One does not simply walk into Harandar. And I have gotten the... Complete the Harandar campaign. Didn't I complete that?
The roots brought us both here.
We have traced Ruya's flight through the root ways. As we suspected, he has sought refuge deep within the blinding veil, where the light bloom first took root within Harandar. By thus empowering our command of life, we were able to keep the light bloom from spreading uncontrolled. We will run out of Arndars long before Ruya runs out of patience. Ruya is wise and powerful, but his actions in Eversong prove that his conviction has grown into an uncontrollable fanaticism. He must be stopped.
Let nature take its course.
What do the roots bring me?
Though we've triumphed over Ruya and the Lightbloom for now, more remains to be done. The elders will want to convene regarding the Harati's new place in the world. Now that we have stepped out from the shadows of our past, our reticence and fear will not vanish overnight. This is an important first step. We will be fine, Wet Bun. Let Owena and I deal with the elders. When the time comes, the Harati shall be at your side. For now, though, I'd imagine you have more pressing matters to attend to.
Serve this world.
Champion, return to the Sanctum of Light. This struggle is far from over.
Thank you, friend. You helped bring my people back into the world. The goddess would be pleased, I think.
Your actions in Harandar caused quite an uproar. The elders are up in arms, the root wardens are worried. It is really quite exhausting. But there's good news as well. Owena has heard rumblings from every corner of the roots. She tells me of Haranir who wish to see the world as she does. Who feel compelled to seek the goddess beyond the bows of Harandar. I will handle things in Harandar. Go to your leaders, tell them that the Haranir are ready to join the fight.
Without fear.
Do you have a quest for me? Champion, I could use your assistance. The natives here in Silvermoon are proving to be less hospitable than we had hoped. In their defense, the city is facing down a darkness unlike anything Azeroth has ever faced. The tensions are high. Can you use your unique perspective and help de-escalate some of the hotspots that are emerging around Silvermoon?
We need to put a stop to these fights. Agreed. This city's a powder keg, ready to go. We have made many sacrifices.
Haranir seek to join the fight against the Void? Far be it from me to look a gift Hawk Strider in the mouth. Alduron has vouched for both their strength and their tenacity. We shall need a great deal of both in the battles to come.
We shall not fall.
Okay, Ivory Grimlings. Ah, that is the mount for the Haranir. So now I got the Haranir. And Halduron burst into a war council, shouting about hidden worlds and ancient warriors. I thought he had gone mad. Now that I've seen the Haranir with my own eyes, well, we are lucky to have them as potential allies. And lucky to have you, I'd say, in brokering that relationship. There's more for us to do, but I've no doubt that the Harati will prove vital allies to Silvermoon in the days to come.
The light of the Sunwell be with you.
Lorthamar, what we saw out there, the light drove the Rotani to zealotry and madness.
Watch your tone, Haldoran. Blasphemy doesn't suit a man of your stature.
He was speaking to his Lord Regent.
We assume benevolent motives, but have seen the light used by the wicked before.
Without the light, your precious city, all of Azeroth would have been lost.
No one is questioning the light's grace, Turallion, least of all the Sindori.
We seek to avoid its corruption, the light being turned against us. We are your friends, Turallion, your family.
Family. Of course. The Lightbloom is an anomaly, but nothing that should diminish our faith in the light.
Okay, I'm very curious now if there will be a raid where we have to fight against the Ralion. Okay, choosing a new quest line now. Should I go to Zulaman or should I follow Arator's journey? I will not start that today, most likely. We'll do this other little quest here in Silvermoon I have to do, and do a bit of other stuff in Silvermoon, and maybe finishing up the quests in Eversong Woods. But it's still good to already decide on Arator's journey or Zulaman. So if someone is here, press 1 for Arator or 2 for Zulaman. Thanks for the headpats, Fumo. Oh, thanks for throwing headpats at me. You're for Zulaman. Want to see the trolls? I see you can't resist the troll thief, right? After the Amani surrender, we demanded Zul'Jan relinquish our Lightwood and return to their lands. Even so, Zul'Jan still lingers at the gates of Zulaman with his troops. Lady Liadrin and her Blood Knights hold the pass, and Liadrin is trying to remedy the situation with diplomacy, but she reports that aggression may begin anew. She requests your assistance in this precarious matter.
Go, quickly. Liadrin needs urgent assistance with the Armani.
No. I will do other stuff first. Also, why is there a marker below me the whole time? Quest up there? No, that's just a holiday enthusiast. Where is Nelfier's Shadestone?
Got the best deals anywheres.
Memories are us. Okay, you can leave messages to other people when doing the delves, or rather dying in the delves. I perhaps have to go down in the back here. Yeah, there he is.
I am forsaken.
Greetings, adventurer. Come to peruse my wares. It's never too early to make preparations for one's own passing, and I offer only the fine stones to memorialize your inevitable demise. You need only indicate which gravestone you prefer, and I will take care of all the particulars. Though, to check back from time to time, you never know when you might stumble upon a new design. How do I choose what gravestone to leave behind in the delve should I die? Why don't you try out the budget-friendly model as a gift? As artisanally rustic as it is frugal. Marvelous. And it truly is as easy as that.
Speak quickly.
Excellent. Feel free to make new arrangements whenever you would like. I, like death, am a patient man.
Our time will come.
I got budget-friendly available and the classic. And nothing much else. Interesting. Okay. Time to do some stuff here. That? Ah, this is the trading post. What kind of stuff is in the trading post available? Comfy Silver Moon flying quilt. Doesn't really look so good, I would say. Do I need some sorcerer garb? Or basically the hat and the back? That looks unsafe to wield. Those look kinda cute. Gigantic, but kinda cute. Ooh, these are nice. Swords. Interesting. No, I like these a bit more. Basically the same as this, isn't it? Maybe I take the mount as well.
May the winds be in your favor.
I'm a warlock, not a cultist.
Tad shoe makeup. Hi. Sorry about that sudden coughing. I have a weird spot in the back of my throat that is... My throat is not kinda sore, but feeling kinda dry inside. It's a weird thing to describe, to be honest.
Quel'Danas will be cleansed.
Maybe I should drink something. Yeah, feels a bit better. The city is rife with infiltrators. The void loves to walk its way in through the seams, sneaking in behind wearing the face of a friend. I will not see my city fall to betrayal. Why are you seizing people? These paladins are under my authority and will go wherever I deem they are most needed. If the leadership of Silvermoon is unwilling to purge this evil, then we will do it for them. Harassing citizens is not why the Vanguard are here.
Release the Void Wielders. They may wander the city, but we will tolerate none of their taint near the Sunwell.
This is getting crazy. I need some doomsayers. Where are the doomsayers? Where's a doomsayer? Vanguard of the light in our streets, the void in our skies. Our own blood knights and maguses, too few to defend Eversong. However, is this not the end of everything we hold dear? Discourage the spread of panic, hail the victories of the Vanguard and Syraene you have seen so far, say nothing. So be it. Yeah, he really couldn't take my silence. Alright, where's the next doomsayer? Usually they are everywhere when they start popping up. There's another one.
We endure.
Hail the victories. Everyone is looking at the sky, but I heard what is creeping up on us from the south. Light-infused plants, trolls, all while the Sunwell is failing. If we are too weak to defend our home, why not accept the void and the power it brings?
May the eternal sun guide
you might be right. Thank you, companion. Your hope is a weakness. I'm surprised it took 3 before I had to fight the first. Is that guard chasing the bird? Oh, she didn't like me saying nothing. And boom. There's another doomsayer. Last one.
What needs bring you here?
I concede your point.
This is for the Sunwell. We cannot survive on just mana biscuits.
You already took our Magister, our knights, our weapons, and now our food?
Are you planning a purchase?
You! I have heard of you. You're the champion. I said you were here to help beat back the void. These soldiers told me they need my goods for the Sunwell and then tried to just take my entire cart. No, please no, thank you. No recompense. I do not know them. How do I know this is not just the Alliance making an excuse to take what they want? Blame the events of the Sunwell. Well, a war for the end of the world? I would have gladly given them everything I have if they had explained it better instead of simply taking my goods like common bandits or Alliance raiders. We can part with a cart of goods, though I would ask they remember whose city they are in.
Return when you need more.
Okay, somehow this is getting crazy with the Vanguard of the Light.
Glory to the Sinjori.
Welcome back, Demon Hunter. If you are still interested in working with the Artisans Consortium, we would value your aid. We could always use more help crafting supplies for the war effort. If you're up to it, check the order board here by my workbench and fill any public crafting orders you find. You can also fill orders for yourself, your guildmates, or private patrons. After you've completed some orders, go talk to Captain Flaresworn. He'll make sure you're compensated. Quest on the other side is probably exactly the same.
Our enemies will fall.
Blacksmithing services. Here it's the same. The other one was just like the NPC for everything. Yeah, that's basically the same sentences. No, didn't manage to land there properly. Well done. That void storm is evoking fear and terror in everyone who sees it, myself included. But I chose this life of standing up to evil and spitting in its face. Sadly, not everyone had the luxury of that being a choice. Alright, I will travel to Stormwind real quick and see if I need to do something else for the Harandar, or if they are just unlocked like that. Because in the past, if you needed to unlock allied races with a quest still, that would happen in your home city's embassy. One is in Stormwind, one is in Orgrimmar, for Alliance and Horde respectively. And the embassy is back there. What does Lord Undistras has for me? Oh wait. Ah, that's the Outland Cup. What is his win? He's just gonna give me a balloon for a little quest. I have done that quest so many times. Okay, it seems you don't need to do anything else. We discovered this curious item in one of our vaults and it apparently belongs to you. Which item? This one? No, that is literally the letter. Okay, it seems I just...
Of course. Amazing.
I just unlocked the Harandar. Let me quickly take a look at them. Yeah, new. We got the Harandar. They can be all classes except for Paladin, Demon Hunter, Death Knight and Evoker. Or maybe I need to create myself a Harandar character at some point. If I get a Subdoor as a starting pet. I think it's weird they can be priest but not paladin. Especially with the light bloom, it feels like they could be paladins. Of course they can be druids. Totems look interesting. Anyway, let's go back into the fray with Wet Bun. At least for a short moment. I don't think I will be streaming for much longer. Can I actually register Wet Bun as a guide? No, I need to be level 90. I see. Have a timely invitation. What is that? Should be right in front of me. But it isn't. Interesting.
Hey there. See you around.
Well, let's go back to Harandar. There's a lot of quests that popped up here. But with the way my throat is doing, I think I will not accept the quests for now. Because reading them could be not so good. I could try the grudge pit for a final thing to do. More that I can fly to. Okay, I haven't discovered the flight points. I need to fly by hand. Let's go to the Grudge Pit. Ooh, I can do tier 3. Let's see if I am gonna survive this. There are two types of fighter, Cap and Stalk. Cap is hero, my crowd cheer. Stalk is evil, baddie, get booze. You want to be a hero? Too bad, hero boring. Too much cheering make for dull fight. You Stalk now, be bad, my crowd angry. And play the villain. Put in mask, you not wet bun. You evil rot Stalk. Yeah, look out, Rot Stalk come to fight you.
Your pain, my pleasure. My eyes on you.
And favorite.
I'll take that. Your life is mine. Now strike!
And punt them. Oh, I died a bit quicker than I expected there. My grave was a grave mistake.
Your pain, my pleasure. I'll take that. Now strike!
Finally done.
Your life is mine. Your pain, my pleasure.
That was a big collapsing star.
I'll take that.
I need to target something first.
My eyes on you. The pleasure is mine.
Now I do not have a target.
Your pain, my pleasure.
I require a target.
I'll take that. My eyes on you.
Yeah, this crowd looks ready to throw more than just insults.
Your life is mine.
Just haunting them.
My loyalties are my own. My eyes on you. Let's talk.
to target something first.
On you.
I do not have a target.
Your life is mine.
Alright, only to defeat the fans now. Only fans remain.
Now strike! Your pain, my pleasure.
I require a target. I need to target something first. I do not have a target. I need to target something first. I require a target.
My eyes on you.
Oh, I'm getting really tired.
Your pain, my pleasure.
Miko might.
Your life is mine.
Guy is dangerous.
Not quick enough.
Damn it.
Your life is mine. I earned this.
There we go.
Precious gifts from the earth.
We offer greetings.
Okay, and with that, I think it's time to call it a night. But I really need to relax my throat, and talking is not really that good at the moment. So I hope you all enjoyed this, even if the last part was a bit more on the quiet side for me. I hope you have a really nice day or night wherever you might be, and see you on the next stream that might happen tomorrow. I have to see how my throat is doing tomorrow. Love all kind of fun, thank you, Fumo. Your love is very much appreciated. Quite talkative, anything. Really anything. Well, anyway, I will go to bed soon and sleep and hope that my throat is doing better tomorrow. And yeah, see you most likely tomorrow. With the little caveat of my throat hopefully doing better. So, sleep well. Bye bye.